We often hear, "If my grandparents made it to 90, so will I. And if grandpa drank and smoked along the way, I can too." Many people think that if there weren't any centenarians in their family, all their efforts are in vain. In fact, twin studies show that genetics only determines about 20 to 25% of your lifespan. The remaining 75 to 80% depends on nutrition, sleep, stress, and the environment. And these are exactly the factors that influence how our genes work. Your heredity isn't a verdict. It's just a starting point. Healthy habits can massively outrun your genetics. By the way, flossing daily can help gift you a few extra years. Bacteria that cause gum inflammation can enter the bloodstream and promote plaque buildup in the arteries, which leads to heart disease and Alzheimer's. It was once believed that the Hayflick limit, the finite number of times a cell can divide, determined our lifespan. However, the figure of 120 years is a statistical observation, not a law of physics. We are used to seeing our bodies as a battery that inevitably runs dry. But science now views us as a self-renewing code. Aging is the accumulation of errors and waste within the cells, comparable to dust and defects in a complex mechanism, rather than a programmed expiration date. In nature, there are organisms with negligible senescence, such as the naked mole rat or the hydra. They prove that biology has no absolute upper limit, as long as the body's repair mechanisms function smoothly. The myth states, we age because the end caps of our chromosomes, the telomeres, become shorter. If we were to lengthen them, we would stop aging. However, telomeres are only one of 9 to 12 known mechanisms of aging. In mice, for example, telomeres are much longer than in humans, yet they only live for 2 years. The main problem is that the activation of telomerase, which extends these segments, is closely linked to cancer risk. So, instead of eternal youth, uncontrolled telomere lengthening could lead to rapid cancer growth. Many people take handfuls of capsules in the hope of stopping the aging process. However, to date, there are no human clinical trials that guarantee dietary supplements extend life. Furthermore, an excess of antioxidants from supplements can actually increase the risk of mortality. It lulls the body's own defense mechanisms into inactivity and prevents cells from adapting to stress. Perhaps you're thinking, I'll have myself frozen now, and in 100 years, I'll be thawed and cured. People pay astronomical sums in the hope of a later revival. So far, no technology exists for safely thawing large mammals. Cryonics is a lottery with an unknown outcome. During the freezing process, cells are damaged even with the use of cryoprotectants, and the brain suffers irreversible changes. Technologies to repair a human being without fatal damage do not exist today, and it is unclear whether they will ever exist.
Hello. Today, we're putting the most popular myths about longevity under the microscope, the ones holding us back from living longer and better lives. Get ready for some surprises, because many of your ideas about aging are about to be proven wrong. We won't just be debunking these myths, We'll also be giving you practical tips on how to boost your chances of a long and healthy life.
Auf ein langes und gesundes Leben erhöhen können.
The cosmetics industry leads us to believe that creams can turn back the skin's biological clock. However, cosmetics only work on the surface by hydrating the outermost layer, while aging happens at a cellular level from within. Your expensive $100 night cream is most likely just an overpriced tub of Vaseline. If you want a real remedy for wrinkles, buy sunscreen. 80% of skin aging is caused by UV radiation, not by age itself. Sun protection is the best topical method to preserve a youthful appearance. It's often believed that we must avoid all excitement to protect the heart. However, the body actually benefits from hormesis, moderate stress that toughens it up. Cold exposure, intermittent fasting, and moderate exercise are stressors that activate survival genes. Furthermore, studies show that conscientiousness, characterized by organization and responsibility, is a better psychological predictor of longevity than mere cheerfulness or stress avoidance. Marketing often promises that a single miracle cure can stop the entire aging process. However, in long-term studies, no active substance has yet been proven to significantly extend the human lifespan. What works in a sterile lab on worms or mice often proves ineffective in humans, as our metabolism is far more complex. The fasting myth is based on the fact that calorie restriction extends the lifespan of rodents. This makes it seem as though you must constantly go hungry to live longer. However, in humans, an extreme calorie deficit often leads not to eternal youth, but to muscle loss and brittle bones. In medicine, this is known as sarcopenia. For longevity, starvation fasting isn't the deciding factor. It's about avoiding overeating and maintaining a balanced nutrient intake. Instead of torturing yourself, simply learn to push your plate away at the right time. One crucial note: fasting in combination with certain dietary supplements can actually be harmful. Aging is often perceived as an evolutionary program or an off switch. Biologically speaking, however, aging is not a program, but the decay of a complex system without maintenance. After reproduction, nature simply stops investing resources into the eternal preservation of the body. Interesting fact: in people who live to be over 100, specific gut bacteria have been found that produce bile acids, which protect against infections and inhibit inflammation. Many people believe in the faster, higher, stronger principle, focusing on marathons and heavy weights. However, it has been proven that competitive sports tend to wear the body down. For longevity, moderate activity is key: walking and light strength training. By the way, there is a hypothesis called longevity escape velocity. If science can extend life by more than 1 year every year, humans could theoretically stop dying. Some predictions suggest we will reach this point as early as between 2030 and 2050. There is a concern that conquering aging would lead to a demographic collapse. However, statistics show that the higher the quality of life, the lower the birth rate. The primary challenges of the future are actually the costs of caring for the sick elderly and the strain on pension systems. The only way forward: extending healthy life years. This relieves the pressure on healthcare systems and pension funds. By the way, Greenland sharks live for up to 500 years and don't even begin to reproduce until the age of 150. Their secret lies in an extremely slow metabolism and their frigid environment.
The most effective tools for life extension today are either free or affordable. 7 to 8 hours of quality sleep, moderate exercise, plenty of vegetables, abstaining from smoking, and maintaining social connections. And now, I will tell you how to become immortal. Most people fear that their story will fade over time and that they will eventually be forgotten. We all long to be recognized, to stand out from the crowd, and to lead a life that is both meaningful and worthwhile. But do we really want our unique lives to vanish into insignificance? No. And we are here to help you with that. This is how you live forever, in the hearts of your loved ones and in the thoughts of all humanity. You can find more information in my book, Human Heritage Museum, Basics. Reach out today and make yourself immortal in the memory of mankind.
Many believe that life extension will be a privilege of the elite. However, every technology evolves from a toy for the rich into a mass-market product. Think of the first mobile phones, expensive bricks for the few. Today, everyone has a smartphone. For pharmaceutical companies, it is not profitable to produce a drug for 10 billionaires. The profit lies in selling to billions of people. Moreover, the state needs healthy taxpayers, not people requiring long-term care. Life extension is not a strategy against dying, but rather about maintaining a high quality of life and a clear mind into old age. To live a long and active life, you don't have to wait for the technologies of the future. Start today with these simple rules. Practice the Japanese hara hachibu. Stop eating when you are 80% full. Try to achieve at least 150 minutes of moderate exercise per week. Simple brisk walking is often more effective than infrequent but exhausting workouts. Many fatal diseases are asymptomatic in their early stages. Treating them at the beginning is much easier. Therefore, go for regular checkups. Have your blood work done once a year. Test your glucose and cholesterol levels, and monitor your blood pressure. Find your purpose in life, the reason that makes it worth getting up in the morning. People with a goal or a hobby stay mentally fit and live longer.
I look forward to your thoughts in the comments. Did this video give you valuable insights? If so, thank you for the like. And if you want to gain even more useful knowledge, subscribe to our channel.